Timothée Chalamet just redefined what it means to be a celebrity role model. In a surprising turn of events at the airport, he turned a simple fan interaction into a life-changing moment. Witness the power of genuine connection as Timothy's impromptu speech leaves his fans in awe and inspires them to embrace their own paths. This is no ordinary meet and greet. It's a masterclass in empathy and wisdom. Picture a typical airport scene. A sea of travelers hurrying through crowded terminals, dragging suitcases, and checking flight information. Amid this chaos, a figure in a baseball cap and sunglasses weaves through the crowd, head down. It's Timothée Chalamet, attempting to blend in with the masses. But anonymity proves elusive for the rising star. A small group of fans near the security checkpoint suddenly freezes, eyes widening in recognition. Hushed whispers quickly turn to excited murmurs as they realize who's in their midst. The energy shift is palpable, spreading like ripples through the nearby travelers. Timothée notices the change, his shoulders tensing slightly as he gauges the situation. He's exhausted from travel and craving a moment of peace, yet he can't ignore the genuine excitement of these fans who've spotted him. For a moment, he stands torn between his desire for privacy and his appreciation for those who support his work. Taking a deep breath, Timothée makes a decision. To everyone's surprise, he begins walking directly toward the group of fans. Their reactions are a mix of shock and delight. Some gasp, others grin widely, while a few seem unsure how to react to this unexpected approach. As Timothée reaches the group, he removes his sunglasses and offers a warm smile. "Hi there," he says simply, his voice carrying a hint of shyness. The fans are momentarily stunned into silence, then erupt into a chorus of greetings and compliments. One young woman finds her voice first. "We loved you in Dune," she exclaims, her hands shaking slightly as she holds up her phone, silently asking permission for a photo. Timothée nods, leaning in for a selfie with genuine warmth. His approachability instantly transforms the atmosphere. What could have been an awkward encounter becomes something remarkably genuine. Other travelers pause to watch, drawn in by the sincerity of the interaction. Even the usually stoic airport staff can't help but smile at the scene unfolding before them. As the group of fans basks in Timothée's warmth, one young woman catches everyone's attention. She stands slightly apart, her eyes fixed on the actor with a mix of admiration and determination. Taking a deep breath, she steps forward, her hands clasped tightly in front of her. Timothée notices her approach and turns to face her fully, his posture open and inviting. He tilts his head slightly, silently encouraging her to speak. The woman hesitates for a moment, then blurts out, "Timothée, I know this is crazy, but can I come with you?" A collective gasp ripples through the crowd. The other fans exchange shocked glances, their eyes darting between the bold fan and Timothée. Nearby travelers who had been pretending not to stare now openly gawk at the unfolding scene. Timothée's eyebrows shoot up, his eyes widening in surprise. For a moment, he seems at a loss for words. His gaze flicks briefly to his security team, who have tensed visibly at the unexpected request. The actor takes a small step back, creating a bit more space between himself and the fan. The atmosphere in the terminal shifts palpably. What had been a lighthearted encounter now carries an undercurrent of tension. The bold fan's cheeks flush red as she realizes the weight of her request, but she doesn't back down. She stands there, awaiting Timothée's response with a mixture of hope and embarrassment. Timothée's expression softens from shock to thoughtfulness. He runs a hand through his hair, clearly weighing his words carefully. The crowd around them has grown eerily quiet, everyone holding their breath in anticipation of his answer. After what feels like an eternity, Timothée opens his mouth to speak. But before he can utter a word, an announcement crackles over the airport's PA system, announcing the final boarding call for a flight. The interruption breaks the spell of the moment, leaving everyone in suspense. The airport's PA system falls silent, and all eyes return to Timothée. He takes a deep breath, his expression softening as he prepares to address the bold fan and the growing crowd around them. The air is thick with anticipation. "I'm really touched by your enthusiasm," Timothée begins, his voice gentle but firm. "It takes a lot of courage to put yourself out there like that, but I'm afraid I can't take you with me." He pauses, considering his next words carefully. "What I can offer you, though, is something I've learned on my own journey." The crowd leans in, hanging on his every word. Timothée's tone becomes more conversational, as if he's speaking to a group of friends rather than starstruck fans. "You know, When I was starting out, I faced a lot of rejection. There were so many auditions where I thought, this is it, this is my big break, only to be told, thanks, but no thanks. He gestures expressively, his hands emphasizing his words. But here's the thing, each of those no's taught me something. They made me work harder, dig deeper into my craft. And more importantly, they helped me realize that success isn't about one big yes. It's about persevering through all the no's along the way. The fans listen intently, many nodding in agreement. Timothée continues, drawing a parallel to the bold fan's request. What you did just now, asking to come with me, that took guts. It's that same spirit, that willingness to put yourself out there, that will take you places. Maybe not with me on a plane today, but towards your own dreams and goals. Timothée's eyes scan the crowd, making brief eye contact with various onlookers. His next words carry a hint of vulnerability. You know, even now, with all that's happened in my career, there are still moments of doubt. Days when I question if I'm good enough, if I belong here. But I've learned that those doubts, those fears, they're part of the journey too. They keep us humble, keep us striving to be better. The atmosphere in the terminal has shifted. What began as an excitement-fueled encounter has transformed into something deeper, more meaningful. Fans exchange glances, some wiping away tears, others nodding with newfound determination. As Timothée's words settle over the crowd, a remarkable transformation begins to unfold. The airport terminal, once a place of hurried anonymity, now feels charged with a sense of shared humanity. Timothée's gaze softens as he turns back to the bold fan who made the unexpected request. He steps closer, his voice lowering to a gentle murmur, meant just for her. "Hey," he says, placing a comforting hand on her shoulder. "I meant what I said about your courage. That spark you've got? Don't let it fade." The young woman's eyes well up with tears, but there's a new determination in her posture as she nods, absorbing his words. Timothée then moves through the small gathering, taking time to speak with each fan individually. He listens intently as they share snippets of their lives, their dreams, and what his work means to them. Remarkably, he seems to remember details, referring back to them as the conversation's flow. To a young aspiring actor, he offers words of encouragement about perseverance. With an older fan, he discusses the themes of a recent film, showing genuine interest in their interpretation. Each interaction, though brief, carries a sense of authenticity that touches those around him. The atmosphere in the terminal continues to shift. Laughter mingles with sniffles as fans react to Timothée's words. Some wipe away tears, while others beam with newfound confidence. The joy is palpable, spreading even to curious onlookers who've gathered to witness this unusual scene. As the impromptu meet and greet winds down, Timothée does something unexpected. He pulls out a small notebook and pen, quickly jotting down a message. Tearing out the page, he hands it to the group. "This is for all of you," he says warmly. "A little reminder to take with you." The fans huddle around, reading the note together. Though the exact words remain private, their reactions speak volumes. Eyes widen, smiles broaden, and there's a collective intake of breath. This small gesture seems to crystallize the entire encounter, transforming a chance meeting into a moment of profound connection. Timothée Chalamet's airport encounter demonstrates the profound impact of genuine connection. By embracing vulnerability, he transformed a fleeting moment into a meaningful exchange that touched everyone present. This interaction showcases how authenticity in public figures can foster trust and inspire positive social behavior. As we navigate our own lives, we can learn from this example. Approaching others with openness and empathy creates opportunities for genuine understanding and growth. These brief connections, whether with strangers or loved ones, have the power to shape our perspectives and leave lasting impressions. In a world often marked by superficial interactions, Timothée's actions remind us of the value in being present and authentic. By allowing ourselves to be vulnerable, we open doors to deeper connections and more fulfilling relationships, creating ripples of positivity that extend far beyond the moment.